How's it going? Welcome back to another day here in ARK. For today, we're finally installing electricity. Now, back whenever we started here on Astraeos with our new character, I kind of made the decision not to use anything from the fabricator or above, mainly because I wanted to have the primitive experience. It's kind of the way that ARK should be played, in my opinion. But there's some things that'll make life a ton easier and not really ruin our experience. Now, having the generator, it's kind of nice because we won't have to worry about putting the spark powder in the lights all the time. We go through so much spark powder, man. We're also going to have the industrial cooker out here in the greenhouse. It'll help out with making our kibbles, making our dyes, things like that. And then I want to have a grill on the back deck. Look, man, if you have a nice back deck that overlooks a waterfall and a small little pond, you have to have a grill. Look, I don't make the rules. I just have to follow them. So, want to go ahead and put that out here. I like cooking all the foods and stuff for our bin as well, right? It kind of lasts a little bit longer. The stacks are a little bit more as well. So to help out with this, and I think what we might do too, is go ahead and get a cryo fridge. Now, the main reason for that is the timers on our breeders are going down kind of super fast. I mean, it's only about a day and a half now, but still, over time, they'll tick down. And it's going to happen to where I forget to make new ones, and these kind of expire, and then all of our tames go poof. So it's something I'm kind of worried about, so we'll probably make one of those as well. Now, we should have all the stuff here to make things. Did quite a bit of farming off camera. Oil's not too much of an issue. We got enough of the electronics. We've got metal might be the one thing I'm kind of worried about. A lot of it is smelting up. Yeah, we got a ton of it in here. And then we got some gas as well. So let's get started with this. See where we're at in life. I went ahead too and unlocked all of our stuff because we got so many Ingram points from our levels. And everything that we have currently is fully unlocked. So that'll kind of make it nice whenever we're doing building and stuff. Not wondering if we have the Ingram. Now for the fabricator, we just need some of the spark powder. We're not doing a chemistry bench. I don't think we really need one. Just having the 2 mortar and pestles. I mean, should be fine. Now for the fabricator, we'll probably just set it right here in the middle for the moment. Make what we need to, and then pick it back up. Again, I don't want to make stuff like scuba, I don't think. I want to try to use some of the water tames that are made for that, instead of using gear. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm not taking it fully off of the menu, but for right now, I just kind of don't want to deal with it. Alright, so what are you? And it's been a long time. I think we just put gas in it right now, since we don't have the generator. And then we should be able to make the generator in here. Let's turn off snapping. Put you right there in the middle. Drop in some of this. And then, what do we need for the generator? Electronics. A couple ingots. Let's just take some of you. And a little bit of you. Now for the lights, I'm not sure. We might take a look at some of the different ones instead of using just a Frontier pack. We might take a look at some of the ones that came with Extinction. I mean, they kind of look kind of neat. As long as they're not loud, that's the main thing I'm worried about. One of you. And one should be fine, I think. Depending on range. Before we turn the fabricator off, let's set this where it's going to go. And see if it'll reach all the way up there. Actually, you know what? That should reach all the way. Let's just set it right here. And show the range. So that'll be good for the greenhouse. Now we are building the breeding barn up here. Not really the breeding barn. It's going to be the egg hatching barn. I wouldn't mind having some power for that. So we might kind of install one once we get that built. So let's go ahead and just leave the one for right now. We'll pick up the fabricator. And then this thing's going to get kind of buried behind our storage in there. Let's pick you up. I don't want to waste our gas, man. Wanted to make sure. Oh, we got to make lights too. It's fine, dude. It's fine. All right, so I think what we'll do. Gas is all in the fabricator. I hear you out there. Make a lot of noise, man. I wish there was a mute button for the tames. The Quetzals and the gas bags are super, super noisy. Almost. Jump up here. I think what we'll do is pick up this one. And it should fit in its small little cubby hole. Now, putting gas in is going to be a pain. Let's turn off the alignment. But I think it'll be alright. We'll do it this way and then spin it around. Actually, you know what? Just like that might kind of work. That should be fine. Might be able to reach it from the inside too. We'll see. Let's climb back out this way. Wait. I forgot the gas, man. It's going to be an issue trying to refill that. I didn't turn it on. Oh, you know what? Okay, it's quiet. Wait, 1 day? That's it? Gonna need a lot more gas. But the structures might be kind of loud, things like that. We might get the Quiet Homes mod installed if we need to. The generator quiets down since you turn it off. This thing doesn't, but we're not using it 24/7. And the lights are all back on. That kind of works, man. Alright, so. Oh, we need this for building our other stuff too, right? For doing the cookers and stuff. Let's grab a little bit more of this. Not too much. I'm not fully prepared for the day. Not gonna lie. I got sidetracked, man. Look. There's a Rex right over here by base. Literally, right on the other side of here. It's a 145 with like 38 points. Pre-tame into health. So I got kind of distracted. Might tame that here pretty soon. It's one of the paleo ones. I'm not exactly sure how to tame those. I need to look it up. So we're going to look stuff up. We're going to need... Let's do the grill first. So paste metal, crystal, and oil. While we're here, base. Let's go into deep pockets mode. It's a lot easier for moving stuff around. Electronics, we might need some of. We need to get some polymer out of the refrigerator. I think that's it, right? For the most part. Why do we pick up a pillar? I don't even know where it's from. Oh, the side. Right there. Let's go up right here. Maybe. There we go. Don't fall off into the water. And this goes right there. A little bit of the nightlight for the teardown. Just saying, man. When you're coming in from a flight at night, you want to be able to see where you're landing. Grab some gas. Throw that into here. Turn it back on, and then that should be enough for the grill. Crystal. Very, very tight working quarters. Just saying. Alright, one grill. What do we need for the cooker? Just some polymer. 300 of that. I was over on Volcano Island, saw a ton of the Rex over there too. And you guys left me comments that the Legacy Rex from the Paleo mod is actually for higher levels. Kind of like how the tech creatures are, you know? One of these. Now for the cryo, it's not made here. It's going to be over at the obelisk. So I have to load stuff up into probably the Maywing. We'll fly over, grab that, and then we're kind of set for parts, I think. Let's do the grill first. I think we'll just put it right here. Let's do partial. That way it's not hanging off the backside, but it should be in line. Right? We got room. Come outside. Got the fireplace. Got the chairs. Cook some food on the grill. Oh, we need some of the raw food. Thought we had some in there. Drop that in here. We got plenty of stuff to cook up. Do a full stack of this and a full stack of that. There we go, man. Gotta go a ton faster. So much faster, dude. Alright, so in the greenhouse, it's gonna be a little bit of moving stuff around. I'm not exactly sure what to do. We'll probably have to pick up those. Maybe put them off on the side where the dung beetles are. And might move them outside here. Possibly, maybe. We got 10 in these. I think what we'll do is pick these up. Wait, do we want to pick up these? Yeah, let's do that. Let's pick these guys up. Sorry, buddy. That was your home. Can I? There we go. There we go. Watch, we're going to die here. Right at base. Need some food? We'll be fine. We'll be fine, dude. We'll be fine. We'll move the dung beetles outside. Let them get some sun, man. There we go. You as well. That kind of works. I like it, dude. I like it. All right, let's get rid of this stuff real quick. We'll save the beehives. I might set them up later. Got a ton of honey, though. Honey is definitely not an issue. Let's do these over here. And then we'll keep this stuff over here. All of our building supplies, you know. Grab this. Oh, we need to make some jars. Can't pick that up unless we have the jars. So we need to make 24 of the jars. Should have all the things that we need. Let's grab all this. Now, I would kind of keep using this if we had... Let's just demolish it. More slots in it. That's the main thing. You're so limited on slots and you can't pack enough of the water skins in there. I mean, filling up the water's not too bad because it's right there. But, dude, it's such a pain having to sit there and babysit it 24/7. Now we'll actually be able to make some medical brew and have more than a couple in our inventory. So, I mean, I'm kind of excited about that, not going to lie. We've died quite a bit, man. More than I like to admit. We'll save the skins for now, just in case. And what we might do, too... Like I said, I don't want to use too much stuff from this. We'll probably make a canteen or two just to have for water. Because I cannot be asked to use the water jars or the skins. One leaks water and one wastes too much. That's where that it goes, man. So, jars are made in here, right? Absolutely. Paste, hide, and crystal. Jump over here. Turn that off for now. It's super, super noisy. Paste, crystal, and what? Crystal is in here, too. Oh, some hide. So 24 should be fine. And that'll take care of that. For the lights, I do like these. But they don't have any that'll sit on the side, right? Like the side of the building. They don't clamp on very well. They got the long ones, but it's not really the look we're going for. These might work. We'll see. Let's deal with this first. I think with the extinction ones, they're kind of like these. They don't make any noise. They got the flame, but they're quiet. So that might work out a little bit better. So there are some of the... what are they called? The elephants? They're over there. Kind of where Mentis Island is. Where we got the one Velanosaur. Dinotheriums. So we should be able to tame some of those soon. And there's a bunch of Challies not too far from here either. Kind of at the north side of the map. Not sure if we'll tame any of those. Haven't found any high level ones of either one. But they both need beer to tame. So once that's kind of done, we'll just have one of these out for looks. They probably just use them for that. We'll see. Put these in here. I want a refrigerator as well. Just for slots because, look, man. If you got beer, you have to keep it in the fridge. Again, I don't make the rules. We just have to follow them. Pick up this. And pick up this one. Now we might offset them, right? Offset this and then put one on the side. I kind of want this in the middle, though. Just looks a lot better in the middle, you know? There we go, man. See how it looks on the side. Shouldn't be too bad. Should we angle it with the window? It'll actually fit back there. See how it looks. It's not too cluttered and awkward. I mean, it's kind of close to the flames, let's be honest. Maybe the heat will help the beer ferment a little bit more. Let's see if it's poking out of the side. A little bit. Let's fix it real quick. And the Dodix, too, before we go for the day. Somebody left me comments that you can take the Dodix. We've got our good one down here. Take them into the bee cave, hit the beehives, and get a ton of the honey plus polymer. So I want to do some testing and see if that's a little bit better for getting our polymer, like farming it there versus going over to the Volcano Island. Might be a little bit safer. We'll see, though. Let's just do it right here. That'll work. There we go. They're not in the way to get to... Well, let's move this one back a little bit. get some water, and still get to our crop plots. I like it. I like it. It's kind of crowded in here. I do want to move these forward some. But they're not sticking out. Let's do it now. Let's check her up here. Yep. Might die here at base. It's fine. It definitely wouldn't be the first time. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Let's do the same thing here. I'm so glad you get the actual bee back whenever you destroy those, you know? Not that. Not... it's my glass. I gotta repaint it now. Well, that kind of sucks. We good? Absolutely. Alright. Some for you. Why am I getting killed while I was putting stuff in there? We're gonna die. We're gonna die right here at base, dude. Please no. 29 health. Okay. We got some we got some medical brew. Look, man. Minor details, okay? I hear you out there, Junior. He's laughing at us. Eat some of this. Alright, so we're kind of set there. We won't get any more of the beer going until we decide to try to tame some of the creatures. I think we might be fine with what we have now. A little bit crowded in here, but it's fine. There's a lot of new build parts coming to ARK here soon. We might rebuild part of the greenhouse. If so, we might expand it by one foundation. Just to give us some more room and not feel so crowded. Possibly. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so that's done. This is done. Generator's done. So we're kind of done for the most part. Let's check out some lights. And then we'll make our Cryo Fridge. So we'll try one of each. Just to see what we want to do. I don't like the vanilla ones. I know we're wasting gas turning this on and off. But dude, the sound, I can't deal with it. The generator's kind of cool, right? You start it up, there's noise, and then it goes away. So for these... they're right. Trying to get some eggs for the kibble. Superior. All we're keeping is the exceptional for doing some taming, and then once we get enough of the extraordinary for our kibble and stuff, we won't use those either. Regular. All junk. All junk, man. So, anyways, I don't want to use the stand-up lights. I want to have the wall ones. We have these, which kind of work. Has a horrible glare, though, is a thing. And no, I'm not changing my settings to turn off the bloom just because some of the lights are really messed up. Those have it as well. Even if you turn it down. Now, we can't paint them, which does help out. Let's see about the other ones, though, first. So that's the hanging one. See, that kind of works, man. It's a tiny bit of light. It doesn't make any noise. All the noise we're hearing is from the fire outside. What else do we have? It kind of fits in with the primitive, too, right? It's like old rusted metal. That's it. Oh, sorry, we have these, too. The huge campfires. I think it works as a grill, too, doesn't it? That's what it is, a bonfire. Okay, you gotta have stuff in it. It doesn't run off of the generator. So let's go ahead and just use this one, I think. We'll put these up on the walls. I'm guessing we can't really do it here on the sides. Maybe up top? There's none of the really ceiling ones. I mean, there's the hanging one. There's not a normal ceiling one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make about 10. Do 9 more. I'll set some up. We'll change it to nighttime and then kind of see how they look. Let's make a couple of these while we have it out. Let's do 2. Just for backup. And then a refrigerator. Now, for the air conditioners, we're not going to deal with those. What I want to try to do is use the actual air conditioner tames. We'll see if we don't need like an absurd amount of them to be able to hatch eggs and stuff. I think it's kind of cool to use the dinos instead of using all the normal stuff. Again, kind of changes up the gameplay some. We're not dealing with the grinders because we're not really doing drops. And we're not doing anything with the genes. I really hate the genes. And the Tinker Desk, I don't know, to be honest. That might kind of work out with our playstyle. Again, if you haven't seen what we're doing, we're only using Ramshackle for our stuff. We got our crafting skills kind of high. So whatever we get on the first roll of these, when we change them from like a Mastercraft or an Ascendance, we just keep it. And then we use our crafting skill to get a better version. We could, I don't know, maybe do the Tinker Desk later on. Keep all the duplicates. What I'm doing right now is if I get another set of like chitin feet, I'm just trashing them. Maybe we could kind of keep them and roll them into a new one with a Tinker Desk. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Something for later to maybe think about. So we got this. We got that. So we got 2 of these. Finally, turn that back off. First things first, let's get our canteens going. Ah, dude, so nice. I mean, it's raining. We're not thirsty now, but... There we go. Need to move this down and that down. Change these. That way our, well, like having a canteen there. Pagos usually steal that. Alright, so for the fridge... Probably this one we'll get rid of. Trying to think of which one I go to the most. Let's get rid of this one. It's on the side. And it won't be too crowded next to these stairs. Now, we should be able to put it in there. Have it fit with that, right? We can do it in free place and kind of clip it into the pillars. It's going to suck grabbing all this stuff, but it's fine. Now, I can't remember. In ASA, can you stack these? You can't. Would be nice. Just saying. Let's place you... Right there. Should work. We're kind of clipping into the back. But again, we got the false wall, so it doesn't really matter. At least it's flush with the other one. Let me take a minute, get all this stuff sorted back out. And then we'll work on the lights some. Actually, I'll get the lights put up too. I'll get that sorted out. I'll put up the lights, and we'll come back and see what we think. Gotta go from there. We need to go up and make the Cryo Fridge. We'll probably do the Cryo Fridge at the same time. Then jump over to the bee cave. Do some testing there. And that might be all that we have to do today. Alright, so we are at nighttime currently, setting up the lights. So if you didn't know, ARK does have some updates coming out here in the next couple weeks. And we're getting a lot of new build parts. So one of the main things I'm looking for, that dude, if you've been watching my series, you would know I've been asking for it since ASA release. And that is half railings, right? We're not just getting half railings, we're also getting half pillars. So for these, the ones you can kind of set down, same with the ones over here on the Pterodons area. Once we get the half pillars, we'll go ahead and set them up there. Because you can clip those onto those. You can't put them on the railings, but what we might do is probably set half pillar right there on the end, and then set the lights on it. That's kind of the goal. So we'll see. It's gonna be a huge base remodel once those new parts come in. But I didn't know what to do with these. It's kind of weird. I kind of like it. It's terrifying. Wolves. Went ahead and put on the lights on the windows. I mean, it kind of works. Look, it's not very bright in here. But I don't really play too much at nighttime. I got the day set very, very long. But to me, that's not too bad. Not sure how it picks up in the recording, but it's just enough light to where you can see and not be blinded from the glare. Kind of like it. It's not too bad. All right, so I think we're kind of done for the most part. Let's change it back to daytime. There we go. Poof, we can see. So for the refrigerator, everything is in here. We're almost capped out on slots, but it's fine. And then everything for the preserving bin is empty. These cannot go into the refrigerator. But I'll get some more oil here soon. And then we'll start doing our jerky and stuff in here as well. Oh yeah, all of our meat and stuff. A lot of weight, man. A lot of weight. There we go. That kind of works. All right, cool. So that's kind of sorted out. What I'll do with our extra lights is I'll probably start breaking them down. I don't want to have too much stuff in here. So all the stuff that we'll never use again, we'll go ahead and break down and get rid of. I might keep this one. We might move it up top just to do more jerky. Will it fit in that corner? Kind of add something else to the base too, so it's not all just open area. Turn this back on. Let's do partial. So it doesn't clip out of the back. It's still clipping out, isn't it? No, it's inside. What about here? Oh, fantastic. We'll go ahead and leave that there. It's kind of awkward, but it's something else in the base. That kind of works. All right, so I think we're done with this for the moment. Let's grab all this stuff out. We'll go ahead and keep this for sure. And use it whenever we need it. Again, it's not set in stone what we're doing with the fabricator items or not. I just want to kind of change it up and see. So let's see what we need for the cryo fridge. Let's leave that in there as well. I think just one should be fine. 12 crystal, 115 on the ingots. I think we just need one. Let's do one. It's fine. Are we almost out of metal? Did we use that much metal? Holy crap, dude. I think it was 115. And then what else? 7 electronics, 30 on the polymer. We'll take a little bit of extra polymer just to have it with us. Not that much. Take 40. That'll work, man. Alright, so we have the Dodic. Does it have a saddle, though, is a question. Absolutely not. You got some points. 30 points. Let's not put any into the, well, say let's not do stats yet, but let's do 400. Like I usually do. Haven't used him since we got him. Gonna use it as a breeder. It has some good stats, right? 38 in health. Oh, 39 into weight as well. That's not too bad. Alright, so Junior has one over here. We'll take this guy and then we'll jump on the Maywing. Are you empty? Absolutely. I put you in here. Need to make some more cryos as well. I'll do that off camera once we get the cryo fridge kind of set up. And then won't have to worry about it again, you know? Put you in here. Double check our Maywing eggs real quick. See if we have any that we want to keep. None there? None there either. It's a regular one. Get the weight up. I know, man. I know. Exciting times, dude. Exciting times. All right. So we're kind of set. Jump on you. Let's do a couple more points into there. All right, man. I'll see you at the bee cave. Well, no. Let's do the cryo fridge first before our stuff spoils. So I see the obelisk, and then we'll jump over to the bee cave and hopefully not die. Do some testing. Kind of see how that goes. So once we get the update for all the new base parts, I'm trying to decide if we should keep our base where it's at. I kind of like the base and the location. Or do we really want to just go ahead and build a whole new base, you know? I really want to build the one that we have over on Aberration. Not the big one, not the massive castle, but the smaller one. It kind of works, man. It's a little bit more space in it. And it's still kind of tiny for the most part, right? So we'll see. All depends on if I can find a location too. Because at the same point in time, we're supposed to have more of the map open up. So I have to kind of look around and see if there's a spot we want to have. So, let's do this. One of you, please. Take these back. And take that. And we're kind of set. Quick trip over to the bee cave. Let's see how that kind of works out. Not too far down that direction. Alright, man, so I think what we'll do, we'll run in on the cats, clean everything out, including the bees, and then we'll throw out the Dodic and do our testing. I don't want to have anything around, because the Dodic is definitely not, it's not made for fighting, you know? Dung Beetle right at the start, too. Alright, is everything respawned, or? Absolutely, okay. I kind of figured. So we don't have too much of the medical brew. Yep, I see you. I see you. Keep your spitting to yourself, man. So rude, dude. So super rude. Actually, is there any of the beehives that are close to... There's one up there. Maybe we can leave the bees alone. There's a ton of the beehives, though. I don't really want any of the honey. We got plenty of that. It's going to be the polymer that I want. All right, let's do this. Before they start spitting out all their little friends, kill off all the bees. So many, man. So many. I very much prefer this type of style for doing the bee taming, you know, big cave and stuff like that, than how it is on the island and stuff, where you got to find the bees, find one that actually has a queen inside, get it to, you know, lure it out, and then try to follow it around. So much easier in here. So, these are kind of close to the bottom. Nope, I heard you. Ah, right there. All right. We'll leave Junior out just for protection. All right, buddy, you're up, man. I mean, that's a little bit of polymer. Now, 400 is kind of what I put onto points on these guys and everything else into to carry weight. So I don't want to put any more because it's kind of where I have it when I do my normal stone harvesting, you know? The problem is getting up to everything. 515. I mean, that's not too bad, dude. That's 1,000 right there. Can I reach you? Nope. Sometimes I hit up higher. Oh, you can. 500 more. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. While we're in here, let's grab some polymer. The thing that sucks is with the vanilla refrigerators, you can't actually store it, so it does go bad over time. Don't want that. But our stack sizes are kind of high, so, I mean, it works out, man. It's not too bad. So that's 2,000 more. Let's go ahead and just kind of call it on that. I don't need that much polymer, dude. It's kind of cool, though. Again, having the comments on YouTube is one of the best things. I mean, for me, for doing games, because you learn so much stuff. Otherwise, would have had no idea. Now, they said that you can get honey, too, but all we got was polymer, which I'm totally fine with. All right, back outside we go. Go back to base. We'll set up our cryo fridge, and then that will be that for the day. Now, there is that other Rex I found. We might end up trying to tame it if I can figure out how to do the taming in between this video and next video. It's a 145. I was wanting to get the legacy ones that we saw over on Volcano Island because apparently they go up to 180. So we might try that. I'm not sure if they're able to be bred with normal ones. Don't tell me. We'll do some science and figure it out. Throw out this guy. Pick up you. The tails, dude. It's always the tails. Wish I could remove the collision off of tails, man. It'd make my life so much easier. All right, one more quick flight, and we will be back at base. What we really need to build is a catch net for the Maywing. That way, whenever I come into base here, I don't have to worry about taking out our trees. I mean, the gas bag kind of works, but sometimes I've noticed that you'll hit them and bounce off and get shot all the way over towards Volcano Island. Happened off camera a couple times. So, that's a terrifying thing whenever that happens. Alright. Let's put our stuff away. Don't be pushy. Well, I'll tell you what. Again, man. The tails, dude. The tails. Restack this. There we go, man. Life is fantastic. At least for the moment. Alright, so, we're cleaned up down here. I think we'll go ahead and just put it right here. I mean, it kind of works out, right? For the most part. Might do a second one. One for breeders and then one for everything else. If we do that, I kind of want to have it angled one here and one there. So let's put it, I guess, right there. That should be some room. Oh, it's 120. I thought it was only 80. I mean, one might be enough then. We'll see. We'll kind of leave it where it is. It works. Right? Room for one more. And then we'll do a folder for breeders. And all these guys go in there. And they're all charging. And then we got the extra tames, which is a Dodig. Can't store saddles, so... What if... Instead of this here, right? We put a regular storage for saddles. Do we have one? Absolutely not. Let's make one. I think there's skins as well for the smaller crates. We're going to need this. Going to need that. We're going to need not the fungal wood. I wanted to make some of... Oh, we added wood? I think it's all in here. I wanted to make some of the rugs too. We might have the stuff for it. Have out. We'll do that when we do the remodel. Tell you what, we'll just do it then. I think it's 15 on the slots, right? It is. That's enough for some saddles. See, I want to get some rugs out. Do some by the workstations over there. Maybe some in front of the storage, some in front of that, and then some up here. Look, dude, whenever you get out of bed, okay, you respawn, you want your feet to be comfortable. That's the way that it goes. This should work right here, though. Do you want to add an angle or just flat? Let's just do it flat. And let's see about the skins real quick. I forget how you make one side... Oh, like that. One side bigger or smaller. So there's none for this. I don't think. I think it's just this one. Let's double check and see. There's not. Just for the tables. What is that? Is that a table? Oh, it is. I don't know, man. Look, I'm all about Mad Max and stuff, but for some reason, I don't like all that stuff in ARK. I don't know what it is. It's kind of weird. Seems like it doesn't fit. I think it's a thing. It's a little bit different. I mean, it kind of works. It's small. Out of the way. Doesn't look normal. I wish that all the skin packs that we have had all the same stuff, right? Why does the Steampunk and the Mad Max not have any of the windows like we do on the Frontier? And then for the Steampunk and the Frontier, we don't have the ones for the chests. Super weird. What table do we have here? I mean, it's kind of nice, to be honest with you. Let's do that one. Looks a lot better, dude. Totally forgot about it. And then, I don't think we have them for this, right? We don't. What about in... Well, let's see. We don't for that either. I think the Mad Max does have them for both. We don't. Not for that. Not for that either. I thought I had one for the smithy. Oh, that kind of works, though. That's nice. And that's nice. Not too bad, dude. Not too bad. Ah, dude. Well, not too bad of a day, man. We finally got electricity in the base. It'll help out a ton with some quality of life, you know? Mainly for making the kibble and the medical brew. Again, takes forever to sit there and babysit it while they craft up. Refrigerator help out keeping our stuff a little bit more fresh, right? The dinos don't like spoiled food. And then the grill for cooking up all the food for us, plus the tames. I like keeping that in the dino bin. Again, it kind of keeps it to where it stacks higher and then lasts longer too. However, we are going to go ahead and leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.